Shout out to everybody out there on White Street. You already know what it is. Salute to everybody.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to SteveBussaGS. We got another scorecard reaction for y'all, and you already know what it is. Let's get it. Alright, this one's coming from Patreon request. If you guys feel as though your requests aren't getting heard and you want to get moved to the forefront of the list, go ahead and subscribe to the Patreon. Link is down in the description below. But I'm going to read this one to you. Boop. I'm going to put it up here. And it says, "Hey Steve, so right now in Nigeria, we are dealing with security issues with religious and tribal conflicts heating up again. I thought it would be nice if we had a series of rap songs that shed light on the situation. Here's one to get it started." Then he links me to the video that we have in front of us here. I could have given you a bunch, but I'm sure others will make requests if you react to this one. Just a thought. Cheers, mate. I'm always big on using my platform in any way possible if I feel as though that it'll help out the viewership while also educating myself, while also exploring dope music from dope artists. It seemed like a win-win to me, right? So I've actually pulled up some stuff because I did educate myself a little bit on the religious landscape of Nigeria before hopping into this. I don't want to get blindsided and end up just saying some stuff that's not factual or insensitive, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go through the bits and pieces that I've taken out here that I think will be relevant for the reaction, as well as to educate my viewership that is outside of Nigeria, just so we're all kind of on the same page. And then we'll hop into it. So before we do that, do me a favor. Run the gauntlet. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Little bell notification guy. We're going to hop into this. I pulled everything up on the wiki. If any of this stuff is off base or something you feel as though to elaborate on, as always, GS Gang, please, please, please go right ahead and educate us down in the comments below. One of my favorite aspects of our channel is when we get to just dive into the cultures with each other down in the comments, and it's been super enlightening. So religion in Nigeria, I'm going to read the top part of this. Nigeria, which is the most populous African country with a population of over 200 million in 2018, gang gang, is diverse. Nigeria's constitution ensues freedom of religion. I've pulled out those two terms too, just to point some things out after this. And the country is home to some of the world's largest Christian and Muslim populations simultaneously. Nigeria is divided roughly in half between Muslims who live mostly in the north and Christians who live mostly in the south. Indigenous religions, such as those native to the Igbo and Yoruba ethnicities, are in the minority. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. Just correct me in the comments. The Christian share of Nigeria's population is on the decline due to low fertility rates compared to Muslims in the north. I don't know how they know that. That's weird that that's put in there. I feel like that's not super relevant to everything else, but there is the pie chart right here. It says right now, as of 2020, Muslims make up 53.5% of the population, Christians make up 45.9% of the population, and anything that would be listed as other than the two of them only stand for 0.6% of the population. 12 Muslim-majority northern states have incorporated Sharia law into their previously secular legal systems, which has brought controversy due to its discriminatory practices towards religious and sexual minorities. Northern Nigeria has also been the site of ongoing Islamic insurgency, which has led to the death and displacement of tens of thousands of people. I'm told by my team that that is kind of what this topic is going to be touched on. Because of that tag there at the end, so we dug a little bit more into this, right? So the Constitution of Nigeria is the supreme law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria has had a series of constitutions. The current constitution was enacted on the 29th of May, 1999, inaugurating the Nigerian Fourth Republic, which makes the Shodan Camp Fourth Republic track make more sense now. There have also been 5 past constitutions, and I pointed that out because of the freedom of religion that's stated there, right? So freedom of religion or religious liberty is the principle that supports the freedom of an individual or community in public or private to manifest religion or belief in teaching, practice, worship, and observance. It is also includes the freedom to change one's religious beliefs, the right to not profess any religion or belief, and not to practice a religion. The reason that I point this out is because the idea of having a freedom of belief doesn't necessarily, from a state perspective, give legality to all practices within that religion, right? So we pointed out on the first page, as it's saying that It does have this. There are discriminatory practices towards religious and sexual minorities. When we're talking about the Constitution and the religious freedom, in my mind, what I was trying to wrap my head around is, are those discriminatory practices supported by the Constitution, by the government? And I don't really have a direct answer here from that. I have what I believe my takeaway to be from Wikipedia, which can be worth fuck all for all I know. I don't know. But I think that's a good point of conversation. There's a difference between freedom of religion and freedom of consequence of action, or support of those religious beliefs from a government standpoint, such as like discriminatory hiring practices and things of that nature, right? I know how it is in America because obviously I live here, but I don't really know too much about that as far as other countries. So I thought that would be a good thing to dive into, and for you guys to give your 2 cents to educate us down in the comments. As far as the traditional African religions, or traditional beliefs and practices of African people are a set of highly diverse beliefs that include various ethnic religions. Generally, these traditions are oral rather than scriptural and passed down from one generation to another through folktales, songs, and festivals. Include belief in an amount of higher and lower gods, sometimes including a supreme creator or force, belief in spirits, veneration of the dead, use of magic, and traditional African medicine. Most religions can be described as animistic with various polytheistic and pantheistic aspects. Yo, thank God my reading is on point today. Come on. The role of humanity is generally seen as one of harmonizing nature with the supernatural. I pointed this out because this is not my first time seeing this or diving into this on the channel. There have been a lot of reactions from South African artist Eugen Blackrock, which tend to teeter along that as well. So if you guys are interested in that kind of content, I strongly recommend that you go and check her out. Amazing, amazing, amazing artist, and definitely teeters on that concept of harmonizing nature with the supernatural. With that being said, we're going to hop into this. I don't know how much feedback and breaking down of this we're going to be able to do. Obviously, it's a serious topic. I'm not going to be looking to criticize this. We're looking to just share it with the platform and allow us to dive in, take in the music for what it is, and kind of go from there. I am by no means in a position of authority or knowledge to determine right or wrong or anything of that nature, so please don't take it as that. This is simply somebody requested me to do a reaction. We're going to react to the music, we're going to react to the video, see what we feel about it, and then hopefully open up a cool dialogue down in the comments, beginning and end of agenda. So let's hop into this, and let's see what it's hitting for. This is pretty cool coming from MI too. So I've recently hopped into 2 different things from MI. I've seen him on Twitter in an open space talking about mental health, which I think was super dope. And then I was also present for the talk that he had from an individual from Kenya on Instagram Live, where they were talking about gender-based violence. So I'm not surprised to see him, especially someone who's self-proclaimed as super religious, to see him tackling these types of topics and to be super consistent with his message of trying to, in my opinion, I look at MI as somebody who is trying to better the culture, as someone who's trying to better the quality of life for the citizens and your neighbors, so on and so forth. So I'm interested to see how this goes and keep that kind of image up. I think we do have a full video for this. We do. All right, enough talking. When the rich wage war, it's the poor who die. Facts. But the poor aren't helping one another either.
Conflict in the North over religious issues comes on top of violence in the South that has already hurt crucial oil production and exports. Cook says taken together, these tensions could tear Nigeria apart.
Alright, so I didn't know we were going to have live footage of actual events. I thought this would be more of a music video. This is similar to, I guess, like Falls's Johnny, where they're incorporating actual news clippings and stuff like that into the video. Very interesting.
Bet I get your gun, bet I get your vest, cause in J-Town is a wild, wild west. Down here everyone curse, no one blessed. Nobody care, nobody no test. So know this, until you feel the gon' blast. Nobody gon' sleep and nobody gon' rest. Down here everyone curse, no one blessed, cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west.
I think he's doing a really good job. When we talk about music theory, his tone, you can almost hear kind of like the, I don't know, almost like sadness in his voice. I think as far as the hook goes for this type of topic, he sounds like he's embodying it well.
Bet I get your best, cause in J-Town is a wild, wild west. Down here everyone curse, no one blessed. Nobody care, nobody notice.
What we want now, we want the white man to help us, to give us any weapon to wipe away this Nigerian people away from us. That is us.
I just wanna know why my people struggle to unify. Wanna blame somebody, middle finger in the sky. Let it linger while the anger that I'm feeling vaporize. I just wanna pick up a gun and start a run where the evil ones pondered upon the cranium. Put the gun against the temple, squeeze the bullets into the mental. Curses on my dental, so vengeful. But with my pencil I stencil the pain. Try my best to show the world events full of shame.
See, like, I like what he's talking about there. It's lashing out. It's obviously pain, but the idea of pointing it goes back to the beginning quote, right? And again, I'm going to do really good to not put my foot in my mouth because of the sensitivity, obviously, of the topics and stuff like that. But in the beginning, I took that kind of like the rich are the ones who are like pointing the figures towards who's going to be pulling the trigger and who's going to be dying while not having to deal with the consequences. And my takeaway from this, obviously, I'm not going to, speak from authority, but my takeaway from this is definitely like, yo, why are we allowing them to do this? Why can't we see what's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's clear to certain people, it's clear to people who, like, from the outside looking in, it's clear on an individual basis a lot of times that we can say, like, yeah, the government's trying to fuck us, but you don't see, like why is there not the unity? Why is there not, if everybody is so conscious of what's going on, how come it's not just overthrown and done right away? Why are the guns not being pointed at the bad guys? Why are we allowing them to take control and point them at each other? I don't know. That was pretty heavy. That was my takeaway from that. I want to bring that back a little bit.
Gun and start a run where the evil ones pondered upon the cranium. Put the gun against the temple, squeeze the bullets into the mental. Curses on my dental, so vengeful. But with my pencil I stencil the pain. Try my best to show the world events full of shame. J-Town was peace, they try to cancel the name. But even when the fire burns, the stand still remains. Before the day break, do whatever that it may take. I hear somebody saying, better get your gun, better get your vest. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Nobody care, nobody notice. So know this, until you feel like gon' bless. Nobody gon' sleep and nobody gon' rest. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Cause in J.
He does a good job too with the melodicness of the hook, of making a song commercially viable while also adhering to a higher message that would not necessarily be commercially viable. We talk about this on a lot of stuff, but it's definitely worth obviously pointing out in this one.
Town is the wild, wild west. Bet I get your gun, bet I get your best. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Nobody care, nobody notice. So know this, until you feel like gon' bless. Nobody gon' sleep and nobody gon' rest. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west. Yeah, wishful is my memories of peaceful bliss. Now streets full of deceitfulness. Evil is now around where all of my people lives. Need a hero quick. J-Town, I miss how you were. Tell me, how did this occur?
And one or two other things made me suspect they must have shot her through the window.
Driving through the city thinking this is not her. She seems so strange. When did she change? Blood on her streets, smoke in her sky. Can't feel her heartbeat, no hope in her eye. Orphans, coffins, bastards, caskets, mass burials. How we gonna move past this? The sun about to set, I'm getting ready for the war. I fear it isn't done yet. Better get your gun, better get your vest. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Nobody care, nobody notice. So know this, until you feel like gon' bless. Nobody gon' sleep and nobody gon' rest. Down here everyone curse, no one bless. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west. Better get your gun, better get your vest.
and many hope the latest round of violence will not spread any further.
Nobody care, nobody notice. Until this, until you feel the gon' blast. Nobody gon' sleep and nobody gon' rest. Down here, everyone curse, no one blessed. Cause in J-Town is the wild, wild west.
Wow. Yeah, drop your 2 cents down on it. Obviously, we're not going to score this. This is definitely more about the message than it is about giving it a score. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Love each other. Please, please, please respect each other. Love each other. Try and coexist. That was dope. That was heavy. Again, I think we pointed out the things that were imperative to making that an impactful track, and hopefully this has done something for you. Like I said, it was requested off of the Patreon to bring light to the situations that are going on, and to give the platform as an opportunity for conversation. So I'm happy to do that. I love you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys are nothing but happy and safe. We'll catch you guys on the next one. It was a dope song.